Welcome to the 2016 Sidchrome project car. Each month, we are taking you behind the scenes of an innovative, handcrafted car build. And for your chance to win this beast, simply purchase any quality Sidchrome product and enter your details at winwithsidchrome.com.au. This is George, the boss man at Python Vehicles. He's been building Cobras for 30 years and he puts his products to the test on the racetrack, taking on some of the world's best sports cars.
This is going to be one of a kind Cobra.
The man responsible for hand building this Sidchrome project car is Joe. He's George's trusted mechanic and has a real passion for his craft.
If you can't do it, get out of the way, because I'll do it.
And I'm Telfo, editor of Street Machine magazine. I'm here to document the madness.
Can you do me a favour? Yep. Let me do the work and you go make some phone calls up that end of the shop and leave me alone.
Done. I'm out of here. Done, dude.
G'day and welcome to episode 6 of the Sidchrome Cobra build. The chassis is back from the powder coaters. Boys, you can finally start doing some work.
I've been doing work for a while now, so I don't know,
is that right?
I don't know about finally, but now the exciting bit happens.
That's what I mean.
This is where the bling starts. It all starts coming back together and looking very shiny. The thing is, it takes so long to get to this stage for all the fabrication. Then we send everything off to get detailed and powder coated and zinc plated and chrome, and now it's just a matter of assembly. So.
And that's the beauty about the cold assembly that we do.
Yeah.
And you can see how much work's been done in one day. So this will now methodically go through quite quickly because all the fabrication's been pre-done.
Yeah.
So we're not grinding, we're not welding. Joe doesn't have to be pull the ruler out and measure this and measure that.
And how long until it's ready to start?
I'm giving myself a week and a half,
Wow.
and I think we should have a turnkey car.
Engine in, gearbox in,
So let's
wiring in.
Like doors, bottom, boot swinging, ready to go off the tape for the next phase of the paint job.
Yeah.
And it comes back to us, of course, for the final assembly of all bits and pieces.
And your emissions testing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got 9 days, we better get stuck into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go. Okay, a week after the rolling chassis arrived back from the powder coaters, we have a very close to complete car. George, still under the pump though. We've got 2 days to get this thing to the panel shop.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right, mate. Look, the great thing is, though, Joe got stuck into it pretty quickly and had everything on the car, as you see now. The final stage we're doing now is basically fitting the body to the chassis. We're Sikaflexing those sort of items. We're making sure all the clearances are right, and we're right under the pump because we've got to get it straight to TAFE for the kids to start painting the body, yeah.
In case people miss this, the body is glued onto the chassis, yeah?
Yeah. There'll be some fiberglass areas, so what we'll do is we'll bond some things to the firewall by fiberglassing them, but the majority of the body mounting all bonded by Sikaflex, and then you'll find it very tough to remove once you've bonded a part to it.
So now that it's glued on, that's it.
Yeah,
no going back.
Yeah, basically, once we do it, that's it. We're committed.
Yep. So when we take it to TAFE, it'll have steering, it'll have brakes.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it come back. It already looks spectacular. The side pipes are killer.
Yeah.
And once you get some shiny red paint beside those side pipes, it's going to look out of this world.
Yeah, absolutely. The side pipes, you know, the Cobras are renowned for that side pipe image. That's just visual candy on its own, absolutely.
Well, get out of your hair so we can get this car finished and off the tech.
Yeah, done. Thanks, Telfo. It's been great. We're looking forward to turning that key, mate.
Awesome. G'day, it's Telfo and we are at Chisholm TAFE with the Sidchrome Cobra project. Ben here is one of the teachers in the painting and refinishing section of the TAFE. Mate, you guys have done a killer job with the Cobra here. Well done.
Thank you. It's come up pretty well.
All right, so when the car came to you, it was in gel coat, you know, basically a rolling shell with all the mechanicals in because they don't want to go pulling the body on and off again. What happens there with you and the students?
So we did a lot of prep work to try and get the fiberglass as straight as we could, knowing full well that we would have to prime it several times and then block it several times to try and get as much shape into it as possible.
So the students that come here normally are working in smash work with steel cars. Is this a different project for them and something exciting?
Exciting, definitely. Just to put the red on in its own is a complex thing. There's a lot of shape in all of these panels. There's not many things that are flat, which obviously then makes it easy to get runs or miss spots, because there's no real cut-off points when you're painting a car like this. There's nowhere we can really start or stop.
So these stripes are pretty cool. They're not just straight stripes, they change shape to flow in with the body. Tell us how we got them done.
Yep, well, so they go from narrower to wider to narrower again at the back. And like I said, we actually painted the whole car white and then masked off for the red. It's obviously a lot harder to get white over red than red over white. And because we already had the white primer down, it made it so much easier to put the white down, and it's a lot less masking.
They've done a killer job. I can't wait to see it with the bonnet and the boot and the doors on. I guess that's the next thing. And make sure everything is, you know, make sure those stripes fit when the bonnet goes on. Is a tough thing to do, isn't it?
It'll be interesting.
G'day, Joe.
How are you, Simon?
Hey, man.
Good to see you again.
Good to be here. She's a car.
She's a car, mate. She's getting all together and she's looking like a real car now.
Fantastic. We've got trim, we've got a dash, we've got all the chrome and stainless bits and pieces that make it Cobra a Cobra.
Yeah, we've got
an engine in.
Yeah, we've got an engine in.
All right, so today is a momentous day. We start the car up for the first time.
Today is when we find out if she's alive or not, mate.
All right, well, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll open the door, mate, and you can have the honours of firing and turning the key.
Woohoo! So for those who are just joining us for the first time, this is a Python Vehicles Australia Cobra with a 5-litre Coyote V8. It's the first one of its kind, and I'm going to be the first guy to start it up. Let's see how she goes.
Give it a bit of a kick, nothing too crazy though. It's doing everything it's supposed to.
There's a lot of custom stuff in there, hey?
Yeah, there's a lot of aftermarket things that have to work, so all good.
All right.
Now get out of my car.
G'day, we're down here at Vipac with Chazan. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good mate, good.
Now, our car is an individually constructed vehicle, ICV. To get this car legally registered, we need to pass certain emissions. What's the test we're doing today?
So we're doing an IM240 test today. It comprises of a 240-second test. It's got to meet certain emission standards: hydrocarbons, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and oxides of nitrogen. So this basically is just an entry benchmark for people who want to build low-volume cars and just get it out there and actually prove that it is doing the right thing, emissions-wise.
All right, so a customer rocks up with their car. I can see we have a dyno here. What goes once they rock up? Where do we go from there?
So pretty much we set the car up, we hook up the exhaust pipe to our analysers, and it collects all the exhaust gases and feed it into our exhaust analysers.
And it's not just, I've seen a lot of us are familiar with dynos where you're basically strapping the car down. You guys have got some cool plates and looks like it's not going to move at all.
Well, for this one, I mean, it's a two-wheel drive, obviously, so we can just set up the chocks. It's not going anywhere. But with an IM240 test, we're not really testing for power. There's a drive cycle. It basically tells me what speed to go over that 240-second duration.
Very cool. All right, we'll check it out. No worries. All right, so how do we go?
Let's have a look. So for THC, we had to get under 0.26 grams per kilometre. We've got 0.007, which is a big pass. For NOx, 0.59, and the fuel consumption is about 10 litres to the 100. That's reasonable for that size engine.
So that's a big tick for the Cobra's emissions. Next step is to get the thing registered and we're off to Summernats.